Please, if you can have startups which are giving data, there's money to be made there too. Because Meta and Google are not really sharing data with us.
I hope nobody minds. We are going to create these data sets. In fact, this data set is going to become open source. Right? We are just working on a licensing model to create and release this. I was talking about, some sort of attribution should go back to people who have contributed to this. Right? And this was not built by one company. This was not built by a few engineers. This was built by tens of thousands of people coming in together to contribute data sets. In fact, for the next few months, this is the focus of Swecha. We are going to be releasing a lot of data sets from agriculture to healthcare to all of this stuff. But I'll come back to this because there's a lot more questions about data. For example, all of you are mentioning this. If I'm a hospital, why should I share my data? What am I getting out of it? But we'll come back to this. We'll come back to this in a bit. But I'll go to Raj. Raj, as a CEO of one of these very few firms, it is that I know of, which is really working on AI ML projects, product services. Can you give us an example, or have you seen projects where AI is being used to solve societal problems, where AI, not just the SORAs and the ChatGPTs, but something that can directly solve a social problem? Have you experienced anything like that? Any projects like that would you like to share with us now?
One thing I want to say is, social problems are everywhere. So we have one customer in the US. What they do is they work in providing jobs for the low healthcare jobs. So these jobs are mostly from Mexicans or the blacks or low poor, right? They basically take up the jobs, cleaners, janitors, things like that. Right? So what they said is, this company does a job screening for all the employees or healthcare companies to hire such workers. The problem here is when you plan these interviews, the guy is so poor, he doesn't know how to come to your office, he doesn't have commute, he cannot come at the right time. And when he comes, the interviewer will not be there. So it's a big challenge to make sure that the interviewer and interviewer are both present when the interview has to take place. It's a real societal problem, right? In Philadelphia and other regions. So what we said is, we can give an opportunity where they can do the interview at home. Right? They'll go to a web, there'll be questions and they'll answer. These answers are not like ABCD, right? They are like interpreting how somebody thinks to. So somebody says that, what will you do if you find a difficult patient? So there are different ways, right? I'll talk to them, or I'll ask my manager, I'll talk to my peers. There are so many ways you can judge on how a person reacts to a problem. So what we have done for this particular stuff is, we have from the interviewer the list of 10-15 points that somebody can say when this kind of question is asked. What we simply did is, we created a recording. The user simply records his response for that. We simply do a semantic matching, thanks to the tools we have, and we tell which of them really match, and we get the information back to the interviewer. So the interview process is done quickly. So what I believe is, wherever technology can help the poor to make a difference, it will really help. One final thing I really want to say is, when I see all these LLM, the way I see them is, there are different small tools. Some tools can convert voice to text. Some tool can translate text to another language. Some tool knows how to get information from documents. Some other knows how to get data from SQL. The beautiful part is unlike, everybody uses chatbot now. Chatbot was at 10 years back also. I had a lot of challenges with chatbot because never will understand the intent of the person. So those chatbots used to be, you go to the bank, select one for savings bank, select two for checking account. It is like your mobile phone only. Why? Because we don't understand how to interpret that. But now, thanks to ChatGPT, whatever you ask the question, it understands your intent. And based on it, knows what to do. And of course, we do a lot of work behind the scenes to train the model so that all scenarios, all prompts it works. So I encourage all the youngsters here to basically use all these tools to solve different problems. When you have this set of 10 or 15 ways to solve a problem, like you said, any problem that we have, any challenge we have, we can think about how to bring all these tools together to solve the problem. Thank you.
It's not that we don't have the data. Data is there, but in different silos. For example, hospitals, let's say one of those big corporate hospitals, but they have lots of EMR data already available. But they are in silos. Everybody has both them. And in fact, Raj was also mentioning a little bit earlier. People have their own 5G deployments right now. There's a lot of data that's being carried, but inside a silo. In edge cloud deployment, where the data is in a silo, right? what do you think? How do you think we can actually break these silos? And I know there's a policy aspect to it, right? But what can be done? What could perhaps be an incentive for let's say hospitals to begin with, right? To start saving some of this data, because I know that there's a lot of potential positive outcomes that can come out of that. From early detection of cancers to all of that stuff. Somebody, I think you can get different perspectives on the same thing. Who would like to go first? Yeah.
Hyderabad has the highest number of research institutes after Delhi. Delhi is mostly administrative, but Hyderabad has the highest number of research institutes.